And if you have any medical conditions, taking Victoza with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. The most common side effects are headache, nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting. Side effects can lead to dehydration, which may cause kidney problems.
If your pill isn't giving you the control you need, ask your doctor about non-insulin Victoza. It's covered by most health plans.
Welcome back. An investigation is underway in the death of a zookeeper in Florida. Palm Beach Zoo's own Stacey
I dug all through that just for this?
by a rare tiger while preparing for a live tiger demonstration. CNN correspondent Morris Sanchez explains.
I am video on actually.
Tragedy at the Palm Beach, Florida Zoo after a rare Malayan tiger kills its lead handler. Officials say the attack happened in a contained area called the Night House, where the big cats are fed and sleep. 38-year-old Stacy Conweiser was preparing for a scheduled Tiger Talk, an informational event for zoo visitors when something went wrong.
This was a tiger that was very familiar with Stacy. She was very familiar with this tiger.
The tiger was off exhibit and no visitors were ever threatened, but the zoo was evacuated. Getting to the victim was not easy. West Palm Beach police say the animal was tranquilized and they had to wait for the drugs to take effect before reaching Conweiser, who later died at a hospital.
My name is Missy Conweiser. I'm the primary tiger here at the Palm Beach Living Conservation Society.
Officials at the zoo, where her husband also works as a trainer, said Conweiser had lots of experience handling the tigers and did not do anything unusual as she worked in the enclosure.
I'm holding
The
a
love
bird.
that they have for these animals.
Was
They
this
don't get
real?
into
Was
this
this bird
business without the
real?
love for these animals and understanding the danger that's involved even more.
Officials have not identified which of the 4 endangered tigers attacked Conweiser, but they say it's a 13-year-old male.
That's a powerful animal, and if they get a hold of you, there's nothing you can do to let them go. I don't care how strong you are, how big you are.
Attacks by zoo animals
Oh,
in the
here's
U.S.
class
were relatively
pictures.
rare. In 2007, a Siberian tiger named Tatiana escaped her open-air enclosure at the San Francisco Zoo and attacked 3
Of course,
people.
that is
One
sympathetic.
17-year-old
always
boy
in my
was killed.
classes.
The tiger shot dead by police after the mauling. In 2003, the entertainers Siegfried and Roy were performing in Las Vegas with their white tiger Montecore. Halfway through the show, Montecore lunged and bit Roy Ford on
Always
the
end
neck,
up in the
dragging
back.
him around in front of the horrified audience.
I remember
Montecore subdued.
her, because she's in the
Ford
class. I
survived
don't
the
remember
attack.
her. Wait, I think I might remember her.
Now, Fred, this is truly a sad story. Just a short while ago, we heard from a zoo spokesperson who told us that Stacy knew that she was putting her life at risk, but that she was doing it to save these endangered animals. We also got an update on the condition of the tiger that mauled her.
Yeah, that was
We were told that it's
Jenna.
now recovering from being tranquilized, but we weren't given any indication as to the zoo's future plans with the animal, Fred.
All right, Boris Sanchez, thank you so much. All right, coming up, Donald Trump doubled down on his fight with the RNC.
And I'm not one of these politicians that say, it doesn't matter if you vote for me or my opponent. It's so important for the American experience for you to vote. Let me just give you a little hint. If you want to vote for somebody else, don't vote, okay?
Wish your skin could bounce back like it used to? Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel. With hyaluronic acid, it plumps skin cells with intense hydration and locks it in for supple, hydrated skin. Hydro Boost from Neutrogena.
Can't see him that well.
T-Mobile does data differently, so we can do more for your business. When work takes you across the globe, your
It's a
unlimited
waste
data
of
travels
time for me to dig through all that shit.
and destinations at no extra charge. And that's not
Can I
all,
see this?
because with T-Mobile, there's no overages ever. Switch your business to T-Mobile networking at 4 lines with 10 gigabytes of 4G LTE data each for just $35 per line. Nobody does business data like T-Mobile.
I have makeup on.
Yeah, you had your hair done.
I am totally blind. I lost my sight in Afghanistan.
If you are totally blind, you may also be struggling with Non-24. Call 844-844-2424 or visit my24info.com.
Oh, the picture is messed up. Okay, now it's not. Okay, now it's not. Oh my god! How did that happen? It fell out.
All right, I'll put it back. Just give it to me. You can't, Christy, Run that film back, because you're going to find out you're not seeing them well. Did you hear me? Well, run it back, and you'll see what I'm
We
talking
asked a
about.
group of young people when they thought
Why?
they should start saving for retirement.
I see
Then we
me.
asked some older people when they actually did start saving.
Well,
This
is
gap
nothing but
between when we
wasting my
should start
breath.
saving and when we actually do is one of the reasons why too many of us aren't prepared for retirement. Just start as early as you can. It's going to pay off in the future. If we all start saving,
I was like
smiling
smiling so big.
Prudential, bring your challenges.
I was like,
Everybody has a place in this nation. I would just like a separate white nation.
I'm W. Kamau Bell. And as a traveling comedian, I see a lot. Coming out here to talk to you guys is...
I don't remember anyone else that was there.
You're in the parts of America I don't understand.
Yep, definitely identical.
I love a lot of communities, sir. Now I'm challenging myself to dig
You're
deep,
identical.
to try and make sense of what's really going on. In our United Shades of America.
Is Samantha coming? Whatever. I guess she'll surprise me.
Then there's another one that you told me a butterfly.
Wait, what was the one where I was doing the hair transplant or what? I forgot how I did it. It's not coming on. Oh, here it is. Are you coming?
No,
Why?
because my greatest game isn't over.
Oh. I was holding leaves.
Yeah, I thought it was a butterfly in leaves.
We have a rigged system. The Republican system is rigged. They changed the system. They said they didn't change. They changed the system. And they went to a deal where the bosses picked the delegates. And the people never got to vote.
Donald Trump's feud with the Republican National Committee
What are you
heated
doing?
up
What
this
are you
week
doing?
with the frontrunner railing against what he called a rigged system. Despite senators around Colorado, which decided
Can you mute yourself for a second?
an open primary and instead
Why?
the party select
Because I'm
delegates
I'm
at
watching.
the state's convention. And in a Wall Street Journal op-ed published Friday, Trump writes, quote, "What we are seeing now is not a proper use of the rules, but a flagrant abuse of the rules. Delegates are supposed to reflect the decisions of the voters,
Okay, we'll
but
be
the
able to
system
see.
is being rigged
father
by
told me
party
it's over at
operatives
12.
with double agent delegates who reject the decision of voters." Joining me now to talk about this is CNN political commentator Jeffrey Moore and Republican strategist Ford O'Connell. Good to see both of you. Okay, so RNC Chair Reince Priebus pushed back against Donald Trump's claims this way. Listen.
This is the way that the parties, and the Democrats do it in a similar way, choose their nominees. The delegates are empowered by the voters, but the delegates on the floor choose the nominee of the party after being empowered by the voters. This is a very normal system that we've been using for many years.
All right, so
I have to face
your
off with
first, normal system, the
Was I
divide
doing it
between
right?
Trump and the RNC and
No,
the
you weren't smiling,
What
right?
is this fight setting
But that's
up?
all right,
Because
we love you
Trump gets the
anyway.
nomination, or at least the plurality, the RNC has to deal
Just
with
the
him,
way you
and
are.
Trump has to deal with the RNC. I mean, they gotta somehow get along.
2011?
Well, let's understand the first thing. The facts don't support Donald
Wow,
Trump's
maybe
argument.
that's
I've been
why I
very bullish
still
on it. The
remember it.
system's not rigged against him because no other candidate has a competitive advantage. It's all the same rules. The argument he does make, which is almost a fair point, is that it's undemocratic. But you have to understand, it's not really undemocratic.
It was
it's
only
less
4 years
democratic,
ago.
and it's
I was only like
undemocratic
4.
in his favor in the sense that he's gotten
Wait.
46% of the vote, or 37% of the vote, and 46% of the delegates. Frankly, I don't know what Trump's
I was
talking about
5.
because he's benefited more handsomely
In
than any other
in
candidate.
2011,
Simply because he hasn't been able to win, particularly Colorado and recently.
Well, that's because of the fact that he's campaigned on the cheap and he didn't pay attention to the nuts and bolts of campaigning and the rules, and now it's come back to bite him on the backside in certain contests like Colorado. But for every Colorado I can find, I can point to a South Carolina, a Florida, or Arizona where the rules really did help him and might have actually disenfranchised even more voters.
And so Jeffrey, how do you defend your candidate of choice, Donald Trump, and his argument when, it sounds as though it's just kind of, being disappointed, angry, mad that it hasn't gone in his favor recently?
Fred, let me read you a couple sentences here, and this is a direct quote. I went before the people and I won. Now the National Committee and a portion of the convention, which is made a majority only by the aid of delegates not elected but chosen by the National Committee, are trying to cheat me out of the nomination. They can't do it. As far as I'm concerned, it makes no difference. But it is not me they are cheating. It is the people, the rank and file of the Republican Party. That's not Donald Trump. That's Theodore Roosevelt in 1912. And my point to you is the system can indeed be rigged. You can get people who are chosen as delegates in districts that Donald Trump won, and yet they are put there by party officials who know that they have allegiances to other candidates. So, for example, if there is a second ballot, they're not really Trump delegates at all. If they're committed by law, then they can switch freely. They can vote against politicians on rules or credentials.
Let me make one point here. I agree that the system can be rigged, but under the current rules, Donald Trump is benefiting more than anyone else. And if you notice in the Wall Street Journal, the reason why he didn't give you a solution to what a fair process would be is because if he actually pro-authored that, which would basically be a closed primary, with delegates allocated by proportion, by congressional district, with a proportion weighted for actual Republicans in said district, he would actually be further behind the 1237 number. And understand something about our notions of democracy, okay? And that is, democracy is power vested in the people, exercised through indirect or direct representation. I don't like state conventions in Colorado any more than Trump does, but it is still a form of democracy, and that is something we all have to understand.
So in other words, Jeffrey,
2014.
Hi
guys, that was my pictures. I don't know when. Bye.